Tech wreck, time to get your tech wreck.
Tech wreck. Chicky.
Tech wreck.
Time to get your tech wreck.
All right, Sanjay, it's Tech Wreck time. What do you have for us this week?
So I've got a recommendation, a site that I stumbled upon, and I've actually not used it yet, but it's super interesting to me. It's called AutoSlash. So if you've ever gone on a trip and you're looking for a rental car, AutoSlash is a way to compare across a bunch of different sites all at once, a bunch of different rental companies, and figure out where you can get the best deal. Personally, like, this is kind of a neat thing because I have actually gone and done this manually before, right? Like, I'll go to Budget and I'll go to, Sixth and I'll go to Enterprise and and it's annoying to have to do that manually. So of course, somebody has automated the whole process. And so you can just do it once. It's mainly for airports, I believe. But if you're going to go on a trip and you're looking for a rental car and you don't care about which rental car company is doing it, probably don't use one of those cheapy ones. I've had to do that in the past, and there is a big difference between a cheapy one and all the regulars. But this is your way to figure out the best car company to go with.
So a couple things. I think I've used Kayak for rental cars before, so it does a little bit of that. AutoSlash, when you first said AutoSlash, my first thought was not rental cars. It was more destructive related to tires. I'm just saying, I don't know why that's what I thought of, but that's what I immediately thought of. And the last thing is, the last car that someone in my family rented, my daughter, we had to rent a car for my daughter because her car was in the shop after having gotten hit by someone else. And we rented it, and they gave her this car, and it was great. It was actually like a Dodge Challenger, which is kind of cool. And then we noticed, hey, there's a lot of ants crawling around. And the inside of the car was infested with ants. And so we had to take it back pretty quickly to hey, this isn't drivable. There's ants climbing out of the fenders everywhere. It was there was a colony on the inside of the car of ants.
Oh my God.
It was wild. So
that is crazy.
We got her something else.
So one thing I just noticed, I pulled up AutoSlash. I noticed that apparently what it will do, and this might actually be the useful thing for anybody that's listening, is you can put in your rental car company and a rental confirmation number, and it'll track that rental so that if it goes down in price, you can rebook at the better price.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So that by itself might be worth it to try out. So I'm going to have to try that out next time.
Okay. Nice. All right.
What about you, Adam? What do you have for us this week?
So I'm going to recommend a little safety device safety item. I actually got one for my daughter when she went to college, and it's kind of useful for a lot of things. So it's a tactical pen, and so at its core, a tactical pen is it's a writing utensil. It's a pen, but it's also made of typically an aluminum or something hard. And you can sort of if you're walking along at night and you need something to kind of, if just in case somebody sneaks up behind you, to sort of fight them off, that's kind of what it's for. The one that I recommend in here, it's got a screwdriver attachment, it's got a flashlight, it's got a bottle opener thing, because when you need a brewski, I guess. It's got a but I also, it's got a window brake. The end point of it is a window brake. So if you're in the car for some reason, need to break a window for. Hopefully you won't, but it's got that built into it as well. And it's just kind of if you're traveling somewhere where you can't take anything else to defend yourself with, obviously you can't take a knife or something like that. This is a good, it's better than not having anything, I guess is kind of what it's about. So it's kind of neat. It's $10, throw it in your backpack. Doesn't hurt to have it. So that's kind of,
once you fight off the attacker, you want to have a drink. So that's why you have to have the bottle opener, right?
Yes,
you need to sit down and
clearly
open up a soft drink.
Pop open a brewski after that. It's the post-attack brewski that we all really enjoy. I
think that's a smart addition to a product like that. They're thinking the whole use cycle through, right? The recovery after.
What they're really thinking is, who are we selling this to, and how likely are they to want to drink something that needs a bottle opener? That Venn diagram is very overlapped, very heavily overlapped.
Nobody's ever going to actually use this to defend themselves because that probably doesn't happen that often. So let's actually make it useful.
That's right.
Buy this instead of a regular bottle opener.
I will say I like it mostly that, but more
because
more
it has a bottle opener.
No, I like the screwdriver, and I like the flashlight sort of built into it along with the pen. That's the nice part about it to me. So
it's a nice multi-tool.
Yeah, it's a good multi-tool. Yeah, exactly. So
there you go.